I am sitting here this morning and I am doing my normal routine of the things that I do, and I was having a reflective moment that I wanted to share, which then I think is going to move into, well, the premise of this video. Yesterday I had a friend, Mothy, come by, and we are staying at a property right now that has electricity and it has open internet, and we are parked at a spot where there is no electricity and there is no access to the internet. You can see behind me we have a tent set up, and the bus is, I'm actually looking at the bus, and it led to like this thought of, well, we chose to live this way not out of necessity, out of choice. I believe that as a human being, I want to be able to leave a footprint behind that can't be seen. And in fact, one that can add to this planet and not take away from it. And so even if there is access to internet, we have solar panels. We did that for a reason. And we personally, like even when we had our homestead, anyone that knew us, we actually would turn the Wi-Fi off at night. And this constant ability to be connected is a beautiful thing, but man, does it fuck with the psyche. And yeah, I don't think it's healthy to be able to, we now currently as a family only have one phone that we're using. I know we've always been that way, but it's actually like a work phone, so none of us are really using it. To show you these deliberate choices that we make in the life that we're living. I believe in living off grid because the grid that is established is not supporting this planet. The electricity that is available here is coming from power sources that leak either nuclear waste or that's not what this video is going to be about. I'm not going to go into what we already know, but what I am going to go into is what I am doing and what the choices that we've made as a family to live more simply, and maybe why. I don't know where that's going to lead. I guess we'll see. There's a few things I have to do this morning, like wash our reusable pee rags, because me and Ellie don't use toilet paper for when we go pee, not only because of the way that toilet paper is processed and the chemicals that you are then putting on your parts, but we also, it's a consumer good that we don't need to get. So we have little flannel rags that we use, and then we wash them. So I will show you that process because I have to do that today. And we have to fill up our water, so I will show you that at some point today. Yeah, we'll go from there. Show you how we keep things cool in the bus. Right now we have, actually I'll turn the camera around so I can show you. We have a shade sail through the whole front of the bus. And then we have a new awning here, which also blocks the sun. But with views like this, where the power is, it's not as beautiful. And yeah, I mean, we're building like a little outdoor deck here. See, we get the back of the bus. And then we're building like a little outdoor deck. Ooh, all back here is just, it goes to the tree line, and then there's just a creek. So, yeah. It's good to be back. I've missed being present and filming. Actually, I've been present the whole time, which is why I have not been filming. We will update everyone on life things and what we have going on. But for now, let's focus on living simply, why we choose to live this way, really, right? And like the things that we do that for others would make seemingly be more difficult, but when we choose to simplify a lot of things, we don't need a lot of things. When you don't need a lot of things, you can be a lot more free. It's really that easy. You just wash it in the bucket with soap and vinegar, let air and wind dry. I will still let you know, we only use this for number one. We still do use toilet paper for number two. I have found that I am just trying to find sustainable toilet paper options that are unbleached. But again, this is like something we have to buy. So this is something that was like a really easy life swap. That really anyone can do it. We used to have a bathroom where our washer and dryer was, and I could have very easily done this when we had our farm, because we could have just wiped and thrown it right in the washing machine. There wasn't even, you didn't even need to store it in a bag like we do here. I hope this inspires you to do something a little different. Your pee is sterile. This is not gross. What's really gross is you using toilet paper that has not only like decimated forests to be created, but also it is treated with chemicals that you are then putting on your most sensitive parts. And that's not it for us. That's it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I got water from the spring because we are going to test it for everything that we can. Bacteria, lead, different chemicals, and see if it's viable to drink. Because if it is, then this will be our source of drinking water stepping forward.
As opposed to...
The reverse osmosis water that we've been acquiring from the store. And not only are we paying for water, we're paying for water with nothing in it. They remove all of the existing
minerals
and really everything out of the water by pushing it through a membrane. And then, yes. Furthermore, reverse osmosis is very wasteful. It takes like 25 to 50 gallons to make 1 gallon out of drinking water.
So we're testing the spring water so we can use spring water instead.
And yes.
Now we can use it in the bus because we have a Berkey filter, so we can literally drink puddle water if we wanted to. Yeah. But we're speaking specifically about the community space and drinking water for everyone. Yeah. A way to have like, yeah.
Drinking water, cooking water, I mean really it's just our water source stepping forward, depending upon the test.
As opposed to town water, which is treated.
Chlorinated.
And we don't know what else.
All sorts of other things still existing within the water.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. We need to fill this one up to the 25 milliliter mark. And then wait 24 hours for a bacteria sample.
Azriel and Ellie went to see friends yesterday in Tennessee, and they brought back a bunch of garden goods. And part of living in this intentional way and consuming less, and in order to eat, or a lot of the times we have to process the food that we're eating, or that we have the opportunity to eat. A lot of the times you go to the grocery store and you just eat your pepper, you cut it and you eat it, or you go and you buy a jar of pickles, and in order to eat bok choy in December when it can't grow unless you have a greenhouse, or to eat beets in January, you have to do something with them. And so I am going to pickle the beets. I am going to ferment, like sauerkraut, the bok choy, because also, fun fact, the nutrients that are in foods are more biologically available to our human bodies when they are fresh. For example, bok choy has calcium in it. Once we cook bok choy, our bodies can't actually absorb the calcium from it. And when I learned that, it really got my brain turning about all the different things that the way that we consume food. And so I really do try to pickle and ferment a lot of the fresh things that we grow, because it then keeps it fresher than cooking, but the nutrients stay within the plant, so our bodies can absorb it and we can be healthy, happy humans, because food is medicine in my life and my experience. And I don't ever want to have to take a pill because I didn't put the proper nutrients in my body. That's coming just from a childhood or a lifetime of just being given pills to solve every problem. And then I learned that if I just put food in my body that was nourishing, I didn't actually need those pills anymore because those problems didn't happen. Yeah, that's a story for another day again. But I just wanted to share with you these beautiful greens and these beets, and just share that when by choosing to live this way, it does mean that I'm spending an hour to 2 hours today washing the greens and cutting them up, and I will show you what it looks like when I'm all done. And but it's also an opportunity to be present with the food and be grateful and thankful for what I'm able to consume, because it tastes so good. Okay, I love you. I got the beets and the radishes from the garden pickled. I ended up with 13 jars of beets and 4 of pickled radish. With this kind, I just pickled them. I used the boiling vinegar, water, sugar ratio, so I didn't have to water bath them, because when you do that, I don't know if you can, they all seal. What you want to look for when you are water bathing cans, or you want to make sure that they have a seal, is the can will have a bump on the top if it is not sealed. If you see, I'm pressing it right now, there's no bump, no noise is made. If it sounds like one of those little poppets that we had back in the early 90s, it has not sealed, and you want to water bath it or pressure can it again. But yeah, now these will be ready and available for eating. I personally like to save pickled things for the winter because I think it helps our digestion, because we tend to eat a lot less fresh things, and pickles always go well with starchy or meat heavy meals.
Can you save her?
Yeah, we have.
Go. Save her. Bring her back to me.
We will.
With the Queen's permission.
We're having like an audience now.
I mean,
Closer to 50 than I am to 20.
I kind of dream of being in my 40s and 50s. I feel like every other age has expectation. And like that's a phase of life where you get to start again, but with the knowledge that you have from the first half.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, you're not like, oh, am I gonna have children? You're not like, oh, do I need to get married?
Not in my mind.
Oh,
Some
do I
people
need to
think that
settle
way. Some
down?
people have multiple marriages.
Yeah, you can have multiple marriages, but that's part of taking what you learned in the first
can't.
half into the second.
Not made for that. I'm more of an octopus type gal, you know?
No, you'll hit 50 and you'll be like, I'm gonna become a storm chaser now, kids.
I was literally just telling Dad we were driving this way and I was like, look at this field. I was like, I get that delicata van. Starts chasing storms. Leave the bee alone. Don't bite the bee. I didn't know what to do when Kelly killed the woodchuck. Wasn't flying. Just held it in his mouth. Is this what I'm supposed to do?